close public comment and go to council member concerns. We have council member concerns.
Yes, I've been working on the personnel policy along with Todd for the town now. And, I've come up with some proposals just to kick it around to people, to the board to take a look at. And they're ready for some discussion. This is something I came up with after 25 years of negotiating contracts, labor contracts. Part-time workers shall be considered 32 hours or less. All full-time town employees shall be granted benefits to include holiday pay, sick pay, hospitalization, a 50% split between employer, employee, retirement, and personal time. I guess retirement has to go out since you say it's part of New York State law. Holiday pay shall be given for the following holidays: January 1st, July 1st, November 25th, December 25th, Memorial Day, and Labor Day. All town employees must conduct normal town business at the town hall unless their job description requires them to work outside the building. For example, code enforcement, appraiser, water commissioner, grounds, and highway superintendent.
Assessor.
All town business shall be conducted Tuesday to Friday. The town hall shall not be open on Mondays. That would save the heating bill in the winter from closing it down on Friday afternoon until Tuesday morning, and it would also save on the air conditioning costs. And I have to keep some of the air conditioning on in hot weather for a computer system.
Instead of appraiser, you mean assessor?
Yes. These are just some ideas I came up with. And, food for thought.
I think as far as town business, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that those holding the office, like court and the town clerk's office, we really can't make them hold hours at a certain time. We could suggest it and ask them to change it, but I don't think the town board can dictate that. Is that incorrect, Carol? The clerk's office and the court office are their own entities, so we can ask, we can suggest. We just can't make them.
I think it would be a savings for the town.
I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying I think it could be suggested. Any other comments? Move forward. Okay. As far as public comment goes, Mr. Miller, you asked about fees paid on Kennison lawsuit. We had a notice of claim that Todd Mathis looked into last year and concerned with this case, but the actual lawsuit, we were not served until this year. So there wasn't really anything pending at the time, but we did have an expense.
So the amount would be very small that you'd be reimbursed?
I don't know the amount off the top of my head. I didn't bring it with me. So. And Mary Sue, you asked about public noticing the meeting. It was an emergency meeting, so we posted a note on the door that's the public notice required for an emergency meeting. And 3 months, you don't have to report the first quarter. It can be any 3-month time frame through the year. It could be 6 months, it could be whatever. So to say that it's the first quarter, it's not necessarily the first quarter. It can be in any 3-month period. We can ask for 6 months, we can ask for 12, I believe is what the retirement people told us. So
that could be.
It's just, we've done it that way forever, and that's why we did it that way. That's how we came to the numbers.
So do you know what quarter you used then?
We used 3 months. It wasn't necessarily a quarter. Where it's not specific, we don't have to specifically use a quarter. So.
Right, but using certain months can skew the numbers.
We don't have to use this. You're asking which quarter, and I'm telling you it's
Right.
not specific to a quarter. That's what I'm telling you.
Right, I'll ask more specifically next time.
Okay. Water purveyor law. We discussed the water purveyor law at our work meeting last week. And I think we came to an agreement over what we thought should happen with the water purveyor law. If we did, I'd like to schedule the public hearing to go along with the dog law. I'm pretty sure we like the water purveyor law that was presented to us. It requires everybody to get a special use permit. It's just going to be for the W1 overlay area. Is that correct? So I can set a public hearing too for that. Should I just amend the resolution for the public hearing on dogs to add?
Why don't we make a separate, it's
Okay.
better to have its own
That's fine.
resolution.
Do I hear a motion? Let me get the word in. Where is? Okay, where's Starboard? Thank you. Public hearing for, do we have for the water purveyor law? I don't think, it doesn't have a number. For our water purveyor law, we'll just call
It
it
wouldn't have a
that.
number until
Right.
it's adopted. so.
Proposed.
For the proposed water purveyor law. Thank you, Pete. Yeah. Do I hear a motion that the town board schedules a public hearing on August 9th, 2011 at 7 p.m. for the proposed water purveyor law? That's a slow. Thank you. Go
So
ahead.
we'll make it public hearing number 2,
Number 2.
and then we'll state so in the paper.
Okay, I was close. I missed number 2. Do I hear a motion for that?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Sorry. This is not even mine, this is yours. 5 ayes, motion carries. Okay.
Are we gonna have, can we talk about in that same meeting, having Doug Hall come in and talk to us a little bit about,
But he couldn't make it.
We talked about coming tonight, but he couldn't make it, so,
was that, we're just gonna push that out, and try to have it on next time then?
yeah, we'll discuss it. For that, the next item is executive session. Do I hear a motion that we enter into the town board enters into executive session to discuss the appointment to the ethics board and the additional DCO?
So moved.
Bob? Second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. I'd like to thank you all for coming, those of you who would like to meet, those of you who would like to meet, those of you who would like to meet.